I read a book over the weekend that I want you to read. The name of the book is called Never Split the Difference. And I have 9 points that I want to share with you this morning that are going to help you become better negotiators. Now, the book is written by Chris Voss. Chris Voss was a negotiator for the FBI. He was one of the best negotiators in the world. And he took everything that he learned as an FBI negotiator and took it to the business world. And what he teaches is just pure gold. I've been negotiating my entire career, and I've been doing some of these things without even knowing that that's what I was doing. And at the same time, I learned a lot of new that I am going to add to my professional life and my personal life, because we're always negotiating. All right, remember I said I had 9 things for you, so let's start there. I want you to write these down. Leave room for notes, because you're going to want to take notes. Framing effect, number 1. Number 2, loss aversion. 3, people want to be understood and accepted. People want to be understood and accepted. And if you're not getting these the first time through, don't worry, I'm going to go through them again. 4, demonstrate empathy. 5, applied people smarts. I think that was my favorite one. 6, slow it down. 7, delivery matters. 8, warmth and acceptance. And 9, the 3 voice tones available to negotiators. All right, like I said, I'm going to go back through them. However, if I were to stop right there and I said, okay, guys, call over, and you just got those 9 bullet points, it's enough information for you to do a little bit more investigating in order to become a better negotiator. All right, let's start with framing effect. So the framing effect says people respond differently to the same choice depending on how it is framed. So let me give you an example. You're presenting an offer and you call the seller and you tell them, oh, Beth, we got an offer. It's really low. You're not going to be happy. But, you know, that whole real estate thing, I have to present all offers. So here goes. Guess what Beth is going to do? She's going to reject the offer because I just told her to. Now, I could also say, Beth, we've got an offer. She would say, great, tell me what it is. The offer is $450,000. And she could stop me right there and go, no, absolutely not. I'm not taking a penny less than $475,000. Now, remember, people respond differently to the same choice depending on how it is framed. So let me frame it a different way. Hey, Beth, great news. We've got an offer. Now, what I would love for you to do is let me present the entire offer to you. I'll stop and answer any questions that you have. And then after I present the offer to you, we have one of 3 choices. We can either accept the offer and go under contract, or we can reject the offer and tell them to take a hike, which, by the way, I'm completely okay with that. And then the third thing we can do is counter the offer. So, Beth, let me start with price. The price is $450,000. Now, they're putting 10% down in escrow. They're asking for 30 days for closing. They're doing 10 days. Okay, so I go through the entire offer, and she's going to let me go through the entire offer because I framed it the right way. Now, at the end, I can simply ask her, Beth, do you want to accept the offer? I'm doing this on purpose because I want to get to know. Write that down. Get to know, stop looking for yes. Once she says no, I can say, okay, cool. We have 3 options. Obviously, accepting the offer is not one of them. So the other 2 are we can tell them to take a hike, we could reject the offer, or we can give them a counter offer. Now, what would you like to do? How you frame it matters. All right. Loss aversion. Loss aversion says People are statistically more likely to act to avert a loss than to achieve an equal gain. For those of you who have attended Bold, what does that sound like? People are more motivated by avoiding pain than they are by going towards pleasure. Well, you knew it as a Bold law. Now you know it has a title, and it's called loss aversion. Now, I want to do the same example I just gave you a moment ago with loss aversion. All right, so Beth, we have three options here. We could either accept the offer at $350. Do you want to do that? No. Cool. Got it. Now we can reject the offer or we can make a counteroffer. And Beth says, reject it. I'm not taking that offer. Now, my response to that would be, Beth, I totally get it. I understand. Matter of fact, I agree with you. I'm showing empathy. We're going to get to that in just a second. I totally agree with you. However, I have a question. My question is, if we reject this offer and your home is still for sale 4 months from now, and you knew that they would come up to $465, what would you do? All right, loss aversion. I just planted the seed. My home can still be for sale 4 months from now, or I could sell it now for $465. Loss aversion says people are statistically more likely to act to avert a loss than to achieve an equal gain. All right, point number 3. People want to be understood and accepted. Listening is the cheapest and most effective concession we can make to get there. You're negotiating. Simply listen to the person that you're speaking to. Let them know that you're listening to them. Be an active listener. Ask questions. Tell me more. How did that make you feel? Most people don't do this. Most people are inside their own head thinking about what they're going to say next, completely ignoring the person that they're listening to. And guess what? They can tell. People want to be understood. They want you to understand them, and they want to be accepted. Listening is the cheapest and most effective concession we can make to get there. Number 4, a good negotiator demonstrates empathy and shows a sincere desire to better understand what the other side is experiencing. Beth, it feels like $450,000 is just pissing you off. It probably feels like they want you to give your home away, doesn't it? Yeah, I agree. It feels that way to me as well. Delivery matters. We're going to get to that in just a second, but I want you to pay attention to how I delivered that, not to the words I said. All right, number 5. Applied Peoplesmarts. Effective negotiation is applied Peoplesmarts, a psychological edge in every domain of life, how to size someone up, how to influence their sizing up of you, and how to use that knowledge to get what you want. Neither wants nor needs are where we start. It begins with listening. Make it about the other person, validating their emotions, and creating enough trust and safety for a real conversation to begin. If they feel like you're pushing them, then they're going to feel that you're giving them advice based on your agenda. If you'll slow down enough to completely understand where they're coming from, remember, you're not playing singles tennis, you're playing doubles tennis. You need to get around the other side of the net, go stand by their side and be on their team. We're in this together. I understand how you feel. You don't want to give your home away, neither do I. I'm completely okay if we reject this offer. If that's what you want to do, let's do it. I am no more motivated to get your home sold than you are. Whatever you want is what I want. I will never give you advice based on getting a commission check. I'm going to close X number of homes every month, whether you sell your home or not. So this is not about my motivation. It's about your motivation. Number 6, slow it down. Going too fast is one of the mistakes all negotiators are prone to making. If we're too much in a hurry, people can feel as if they're not being heard, and we risk undermining the rapport and trust we've built. Slow it down. They need to feel that you understand. They need to feel that you've got their best interest at heart. You need to slow it down. They don't want a slick, quick talking salesperson. They want a human being that cares about them. All right, delivery matters. More than words you are using, what matters is your delivery. Most people tend to focus on what to say or do, but it's how we are, our general demeanor and delivery, that is the most immediately effective mode of influence. Pay attention to body language. Pay attention to tonality. Your delivery matters. It matters more than the words that you are listening. If I lean in and look at you, I am listening to you intently. Delivery matters. If I am conveying that I care about you, I'm going to slow down and speak in softer tones. Delivery matters. All right, number 8, radiate warmth and acceptance. Conversations just seem to flow when we enter a room with a level of comfort and enthusiasm. We attract people towards us. When you enter a room with comfort and enthusiasm, you attract people towards you. Warmth and acceptance. Simple. Number 9, the 3 voices available to negotiators. I like this one. Okay, number 1, late night FM DJ voice. That is the calm, collected, cool, laid back, non-aggressive, slow communicator. It's the late night DJ voice. The second is positive, playful voice. This is why it's important that you smile when you talk, that you laugh, that you're laid back, that you're having fun, that this is just a conversation and you are playful and positive. This is your poker face, especially when somebody is being very hard to deal with. And you respond in a playful, fun way. You could be burning up inside. You could actually be on fire. You want to respond. You want to give it right back to them, but you're smiling and you're talking and you can't tell a thing that I'm thinking right now. All right. Third, direct or assertive. This is rarely used. Actually, the one that is used most often is positive and playful. All right, let me give you a couple more examples, and that's going to be a wrap. Demonstrating empathy. I get it. I get you. When you say, I get it, and you say it in the right way, what you're saying is, I get you. I hear you. I understand you. The buyer wants you to give your home away. I get it. The buyer wants you to give your home away. I get it. The buyer wants you to give your home away. I don't. I'm on your side. I get it. The buyer wants you to give your home away. I don't. I'm on your side. Do you want to accept their offer? Remember, I'm looking for no. I know I'm going to hear no. No is what I want to hear. Okay, I agree. How would you feel if they came up to 470,000? Pause. Let him answer that question. What if we rejected the offer and your home was still not sold 4 months later? How would you feel about that? All right, guys, I hope you got great value today. Trust me, that's a fraction of what I read, but if you'll listen to this video again and you'll take notes and you'll apply what you learned today, you will immediately become a better negotiator.